Pooja, how are you doing today?
Very good.
Thank you. Thank you so much for joining us here at Girl Power Talk and in the interview series so far. It's a true pleasure to have you here with us today. My first question to you would be, what inspired and motivated you to start this cafe during the 2020 pandemic, and how did you come up with this idea?
So what inspired was there was this passion for food, and which my husband always talked about, and me also as a homemaker. I always wanted to cook good food for my family and for kids. And my husband, he was a printer all these years, but he had this thing that he wants to cook for people, but he never did it in all those years. So that whenever you go out and you don't get that kind of, as you cook on a day or a happy day for your family, you don't get that passion in food. You don't see that. So there was this thought brewing for so many years, and once he got a bit freer, then this inspiration came to open a cafe like this.
That's a beautifully put answer. I think it's true that the passion for cooking is what inspires one to venture out. With that, my next question to you would be, what advice would you give couples who are looking to start a business in the food industry?
Never work with your husband. Jokes apart, the advice would be, whatever business it is, first there has to be the passion, as I said, the love for what you do, rather than look at the commercial angle, like what it's going to serve or how much you're going to earn out of it. The need for self-expression, that has to be there, and that is what should manifest in you. That should drive. And I think if you go with that feeling, there's no looking back there. So that's the advice.
That's an amazing answer. And with that, I also wanted to ask you, with the global pandemic, building a business from scratch, how did that impact your business and life?
See, as I already told you, that the thought was there, the action was there, but pandemic happened. So pandemic never bothered us in those terms. So we just kept on doing our bit, and it just happened. In no way it influenced us, because we didn't have any target ki abhi karna hai. The day we came to know that pandemic is happening and then that we have to close down everything, we just shut it down that day. I mean, we thought jab hoga ho jayega. So that was the thing ki pandemic se koi aisa koi influence nahi aaya.
That's good. I think taking it one step at a time always helps. You're right. And I think with the trial bit, I would like to ask you my fourth question, which is, what is the most unusual ingredient that you have used in your kitchen, and how did it turn out?
Like, I was doing my bakery trials at home, and then definitely for trials I was using these market-based products, which are full of stabilizers and all, and much easier to work with. But when we started this restaurant, the thought was it has to be organic, it has to be without preservatives. The dairy cream that we use for our cakes, that was the most challenging ingredient I have come across. Like, the moment you do a one whip more, it gets into butter. One whip less, it just melts from your cake. So many times we had to throw it, and I was like, kaise kare, that moment. And then finally we got friendly with the cream, and we got to know what temperature, what kind of thing will suit it. So then eventually, now I get a lot of compliments there, like, the cream is so fresh, how do you get it, how do you do it?
I think that's beautifully put out, especially given, I think, fresh food and the love when they put in the food, it always translates to the person who is eating it. I think with that, my next question to you would be, if you could go back to the early days of Back to Source, what kind of advice would you give yourself?
We started small, right? And we never thought it would be given so much of appreciation. So the advice is, it just expanded like anything. Now we have Chota Banaras, we have 2 cafes in 32, we have 1 in Panchkula, and maybe more online. So me and my husband both are hands-on people. Like, we like to cook it first hand. Like, जो मैंने बनाया वो मैं खिलाऊँ, तो वो मुझे अभी कई बार नहीं मिलता करने को. So my advice is, if you had thought of staying small, stay small. Then the joy is really more.
That's a great plan. I think a lot of people will be inspired by that. And my next question to you would be, what if you could name one dish, what would be the star dish of your menu?
Star dish. See, we cook every dish with the same bhav, with the same thought. The star dish is what a particular client would like.
Yeah,
customer
yeah,
as a.
yeah.
Or one day you come here, you may eat our dal makhani with that star
Yeah.
feeling,
Yeah.
and the other day you might be enjoying some other khichdi with a feeling.
Yeah.
So I think all the dishes are star. It's a very subjective question.
Definitely. And like organic food is a very niche market. So what would you attribute to the success of the cafe right now?
If you source it right, half the work is done. Because the ingredient itself speaks for itself, like once it's made. And the next would be कि जो आपने उसको बनाने में जो डाला है पैशन या फिर से वही भाव, तो वो बहुत मैटर करता है. तो वो आपका एम्बियंस अच्छा है, एस्थेटिक अच्छे हैं कैफे के, लेकिन अल्टीमेटली इट्स द फूड एक्सपीरियंस दैट यू टेक होम. So if the food is well done, I mean, that's something to be worked on. Like people open restaurants, it's mostly dependent on people,
Right.
other chefs. They don't know their job. So that's the factor that is
Right.
contributed because
Right.
मैं और Munish first hand involved है. When we are in the kitchen, like earlier days, हम सारा दिन होते थे. हमने खुद रेसिपी सेट की. तो all the people who had joined us as our employees kitchen में, they were amazed कि owners कौन कड़छियाँ लेके कर रहे होते हैं काम kitchen में ना. So वो मुझे लगता है बहुत फैक्टर है कंट्रीब्यूट करने की.
Right.
क्योंकि अगर चीज खराब है, कोई फीडबैक आता है, हम खुद टेस्ट करके उसको जाते हैं किचन में और इम्प्रूव करते हैं, उसको ठीक करते हैं कि कहाँ पे वो गलत हो रहा है. So rather than being dependent on others, so that's the key factor.
I think that's right. The trial and error process, as well as feedback and your first-hand involvement in the team. I think that really resonates. And I also wanted to ask you, previously as a homemaker and now as a successful woman entrepreneur who is, currently running 3 to 4 cafes as well as a chain of cafes. So what do you like? What was your experience and what inspired you to come up with this idea of the cafe?
So see, to be very honest, I never thought of myself doing this ever.
Yeah.
Like initially, I married quite early and I was always with family and with kids and I always looked at myself कि मैं तो बस घर पे ही काम करती हूँ. What's the joy? But there was this instinct of learning and trying out new stuff. So वहाँ से अगर मैं अपने आप को देखूँ, मैं कभी नहीं देख सकती कि I am doing something commercially and I am doing it right. तो उस thought से if I see, so if I can do it, anybody can do it.
I think that pointer will inspire a lot of women out there who want to go out there and try out this entrepreneurial business for themselves. And I think you are truly an inspiration in this factor and empowering a lot of women out there. I also wanted to ask you, so there are trends coming in and I'm sure there are trends in organic food as well, right? So what future trends can you anticipate and how do you, in organic food, can you anticipate and how do you see them influencing the food industry?
So future trends जो मुझे समझ में आ रहे हैं कि it's a time when more and more farm to the table concept is coming. कि हमने खुद ही उगाया है to just know the purity, to see the authenticity of the ingredients. So that is on our list. Like I really want to start my own herb garden soon, maybe, and then also being more focused in the sourcing. We want to involve more and more farmers, small scale or large scale, who are doing this already and reach out to them and source their produce. So that the dishes we make are more authentic in a way. Yeah, that's the future trends that I'm looking at.
Okay, that's great. And what roles do you and Mr. Manish, perform in the cafe operations and how do you sort out your creative differences, if any?
Cohesive बहुत हमारी involvement है. So he looks at overall operations. I handle bakery. I give my inputs in aesthetics, decor, planting, gardening. Both of us have our boundaries in terms like if he has launched a dish,
Right.
so I never would do any change without him confirming it, without informing him. So that's the boundary we maintain so that we are not clashing with each other. And
Yeah, I think that is beautifully put out. And with that, my next question is a bit fun. If you could name a cafe or a restaurant where you like to eat, other than any of yours.
so it's me and my kids.
Yeah.
So we really like to go to this place Roho in Sector 10. That's
Yeah.
the thing.
Okay, thank you so much for that.
Yeah.
Coming to Girl Power Talk and you interviewing here, what name or what comes to your mind when you hear the name of the organization Girl Power Talk?
thing that comes to my mind is how women are empowering, how getting empowered. So that's the thing.
Yes, I think that's very perfectly put out. And I also wanted to ask you, like, if you could name a food item from your menu that you would be able to attribute to your organization's name, what would that food item be?
Manish worked very intricately on developing a recipe for gulab jamun. He developed the recipe, and now it was the point at whom we are going to delegate it to. So there comes this lady, Pinky. I was looking at her, "Kaise banayegi yaar itne gulab jamun?" I was like, but now she's the one, doing it so perfectly. So I think that dish, should be dedicated to your thing.
Thank you, Pooja, for answering our questions and being a part of this interview. And we are truly inspired by your story, and I'm sure your story will inspire more such women out there. But thank you so much for that.
Thank you.